Hey, Pete here from RC Car Action and Boost with the completed Volkswagen Bus Type 2 from Tamiya. This is on the M06 chassis. My buddy Leroy put this one together because I did not have time to do this beautiful body myself. As you can see, it perfectly replicates the 23 window version of the bus, I believe it is. But this one's got the overhang over the windshield. It's got every window in place, every window molding. That's a lot of decaling. And of course it's Tamiya, so it looks just like the full-size bus would. Got that nice emblem on the front. You've got LED ready headlights. Just a beautiful vehicle. You got the louver detailing on the side. Yeah, everything's perfect because, of course, it's a Tamiya kit, so of course it's going to look great. One thing you may have already noticed, there's quite a bit of wugga wugga here with the body because it's on very long posts to get it above the low-slung M06 chassis. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that as the body clips go everywhere. So here is our M06 chassis. As you can see, it is rear motor, just like the full-size Volkswagen bus would be. So that's pretty cool. And this one's got some hop-ups on it. It has the accessory motor plate, and it has these beautiful aluminum body shocks on there in place of the stock plastic friction dampers. But let me get these big body posts out of the way so we can see the car a little better. All right, so that's a better view of the chassis. It is two-wheel drive. You got that rear motor in there. The front end looks like four-wheel drive style parts, which they are, but there's no drive shafts in there. The wheels are just free spinning. You can see you've got adjustable links here for the camber. Also, your steering links are adjustable. Not turnbuckles, they're just threaded rods, but that does give you some adjustment. This is the included motor, just a standard Mabuchi 540, which does a nice job of powering this small, lightweight car. You can certainly put in more motor, but if you just want to see the bus body go around, this is really all you need. And the way that body kind of moves around on the chassis and those long posts, I'm not sure you'd want to put a really hot motor in there, at least not without stiffening those posts, which I think you could do pretty easily. I mean, loosen the screws here. I don't think it'd be that hard to put some sleeves of aluminum tubing over here or work out something else that will make those posts a little stiffer. But back to the car. Center battery position, so everything stays balanced. There's a spacer in here that moves the battery pretty significantly far forward on the chassis. And you might think, gee, everything should be on the back to get those tires to hook up, but that can tend to make a car feel very swingy, if you will, like a pendulum. The back end wants to constantly swing around. So this, I'm sure, is a better configuration for handling. And to help with handling, Tamiya puts very soft tires on the rear relative to the fronts, which are a firmer compound. So some time went into making this chassis handle. It's not merely a carrier for the body. You get this speed control with the car. This is the TBLE02S. That is a brushless ready speed control. That's why there's an extra plug hanging out over here for a third lead on a brushless motor. It is for a sensored brushless motor. I don't think the speed control will run sensorless. And for this build, we put in a Spectrum radio system. Get your servo here with a long arm that reaches up to the bell cranks underneath this top plate here. And the chassis is pretty stiff. I mean, probably a lot stiffer than it even needs to be for the duty it's going to be doing. But hey, that's Tamiya. Also, the plastics are very shiny. You can actually see the phone reflecting in there and my lighting. And that's kind of a Tamiya thing, is they really polish the molds up and they put a nice gloss on that plastic, which some people don't realize has nothing to do with the quality of the plastic itself. They see that shiny plastic and think, oh gee, that's not very good plastic. Well, Tamiya probably has the best plastics, and that shine is just something that you can have or not have with plastic parts. You can etch the mold to get more of a flat matte finish on plastic parts, or you can polish the mold and you get a high gloss like Tamiya does here. So again, gloss has nothing to do with the quality of the plastics, in case that's something that you used to think. But the car goes together beautifully, like all Tamiya kits do. Everything just fits. You just sit there, put on some tunes, put the parts together, and then after a while, you've got a car. What does take time, of course, is finishing the body. And even though this is basically a big shoebox, there is a lot to it in terms of detailing and decaling. You have to mask the white from the red on the bottom there. And you've got these very fine decals for the body trim and, of course, the window molding. So it's not hard. It just takes a while, and you have to, just make that time commitment if you want this thing to look like the box. But it is definitely worth it. You can see this one looks great. You will scuff up this injection molded bumper, though. This one's got some wear on it already, as you can see, because it does run pretty low once it's on the car. But it's a lot of fun to drive around. This chassis really has some moves. It's a fun little handler. Probably with a more low-slung conventional body would work even better than with the tall bus body. But, I don't think anyone's going to buy the bus because they want to really hustle it around a racetrack. You want to see a Volkswagen bus cruising around realistically at scale-like speeds. That does this all day. You want to go ahead and put in a hotter motor and maybe dress it up as a more conventional sports car style vehicle, and it's really going to hustle. This thing is a neat little car for driving fast and scooting around cones in a parking lot. Tamiya also sells the M06 with different wheelbase configurations. You can see there's multiple holes in this part here, and there are different ways to assemble the chassis to pull this rear pod in and give the car a shorter wheelbase depending on the body that it's being fitted with. And it's one you can do with hop-ups. Like I said, we've got the shocks and the motor plate on this one. Also, we have some CV-style rear drive axles on this one to replace the stock dog bones. So that is the Tamiya Volkswagen Type 2 bus on the M06 chassis. Fun to build, fun to drive. Definitely fun to look at. Looks great on the shelf as a display model when you're not running it around. So a cool kit from Tamiya. Body posts are off, so this is going to look like a slammed bus right there. Maybe that's the look you're going for. Great stuff from Tamiya as always. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete, and we'll see you next time.